Have you ever noticed something strange? Some people don't just feel emotions, they absorb them. A small comment hurts deeply. A kind word stays with them all day. A sad story feels personal, even if it's not theirs. And you might hear things like, "You're too sensitive. You overthink. You feel too much." But psychology says something very different. People who feel everything deeply are not weak. Their brains are wired differently. Today, let's talk about the psychology of people who feel everything deeply, backed by psychology and real human behavior science. And here's the surprising truth. Feeling deeply is not a flaw. It's a form of emotional intelligence most people don't understand. Let's break it down. 1. Their brain processes emotions more strongly. People who feel deeply have a highly responsive emotional system. Psychology links this to a sensitive nervous system. Their brain reacts faster and more intensely to emotional signals, especially in the amygdala, the part of the brain that processes emotions. This means they notice tone changes. They sense tension. They feel moods before words are spoken. Their brain doesn't filter emotions quickly. It processes them fully. That's why joy feels brighter and pain feels heavier. They're not dramatic. Their emotional volume is simply turned up. 2. They feel other people's emotions as their own. Here's something most people don't realize. People who feel deeply don't just understand emotions. They experience them. Psychology calls this high emotional empathy. Their mirror neurons, the brain cells responsible for understanding others, are highly active. Sad or anxious, their body reacts too. This is why crowded places drain them. This is why emotional conversations exhaust them. They're not antisocial. They're emotionally open. 3. They think a lot because their mind never shuts off. People who feel deeply often overthink. But psychology explains why. Their emotional brain and thinking brain are constantly connected. When something happens, they don't just feel it. They analyze it, replay it, try to understand it. Not because they enjoy it, but because their brain wants meaning. This is linked to deep processing. They don't skim life. They read between the lines. And while this can cause mental fatigue, it also gives them insight most people never reach. 4. They feel hurt easily, but heal with depth. Here's a strange balance. People who feel deeply get hurt more easily, but they also heal more honestly. Psychology shows they don't suppress emotions. They feel pain fully. Cry when needed. Sit with discomfort. This is called emotional processing. Because they allow emotions to move through them, those emotions don't get stuck. They don't carry pain quietly for years. They release it. That's why many deeply feeling people grow wiser with age. Pain teaches them. 5. They need quiet to reset their mind. People who feel deeply need silence. Not because they hate people, but because their nervous system needs rest. Psychology calls this emotional regulation. Too much noise, too many people, too much stimulation overloads their brain. Quiet is how they recharge. Silence isn't emptiness for them. It's recovery. That's why they love alone time, music, journaling, long walks, or simply sitting still. It's how they come back to balance. The big truth most people miss feeling deeply is not a weakness. It's a sensitive emotional system living in a loud world. People who feel everything deeply experience life in high definition. More color, more depth, more meaning, but also more responsibility. They must protect their energy. Set boundaries. Choose where they place their heart. Because not everything deserves their depth. If this felt personal, you're not imagining it. You're not broken. You're not too much. You feel deeply because your mind is wired for connection. And that depth, when understood, becomes strength. That's why I created Social Sense, a place to understand your mind in simple, human words. If you want more videos like this that help you feel seen, calm, and understood, subscribe Social Sense and walk this journey with us, because feeling deeply isn't a problem. It's a gift that just needs care.